Welcome, Dr. Ambrose. Please, briefly, who are you and what are you doing with this concept of corporate wellness?
Thank you so much, Mr. Isan. It's a pleasure you having me here. I'm called Bijiro Ambrose. I'm a nutritionist and dietitian. I specialize in clinical nutrition and corporate wellness. Yes.
And what is this corporate wellness and why should the corporates care about it?
Well, corporate wellness has been here, and especially in the Western world, for quite some decades. But normally, let me talk about our Ugandan setting. Our Ugandan setting, we see corporate wellness where we have individuals come to corporations or companies and offer sessions about corporate wellness, where they talk about nutrition, where they talk about health at large. But to us, let's talk about Success Africa Health and Wellness. For us, I think we come in with a sort of revolutionizing the whole concept of wellness, especially for our Ugandan setting. This is a suggestion I have, that for us, what we do, we want not only come and give a one-off session, but we want to have a sort of contract with an organization where we can have corporate or wellness clinics every week. And we are able to establish a culture of wellness into a company. Right away from talking about the built environment. When I talk about the built environment, when you walk into an organization, what do you see? If let's say it's a company, you walk into its lobby, what do you see? Does it communicate wellness to its employees? I would wish that when we have this kind of setting, it gives more meaning and it can easily create a culture into the employees. Why would anyone why would anyone think about corporate wellness or wellness of employees? This is the thing. Quite often, many employers think about what we call extrinsic motivation of employees. What does that mean? Having incentives of, let's say, the financial incentives, maybe increasing salary and all that would motivate and drive the energy of employees. But I can tell you from experience and from studies, it would do much more when it is more of intrinsic, that the energy comes out from internal of an individual. What does that mean? Someone has to feed well, someone has to be, when you do not have chronic illnesses, the energy comes out of them. Their mind is sharp. Hence, at the end of the day, you have higher productivity.
Good. And productivity and then what?
Obviously, many of these, the whole aim of a business is ensuring that it gets the best out of its employers through productivity. Take an example. It's a company that is dealing with sales. You have products you're selling. Productivity would mean that you're able to sell quite a number of products. Your employers go out, they're able to talk to prospects and generate sales for you.
So apart from these sequential engagements, are there any other specifics around corporate wellness that you haven't mentioned yet that you'd want people to know about?
Well, you see, corporate wellness, it will not only mean actually that we look at the physical health. It goes to emotional and psychological well-being. So, and it doesn't only actually stop at the employer only. You go ahead and engage this employer to ensure that actually this impact can be felt back at their families. Because once this employer is healthy and their family is healthy, they're able to come back to your workplace, do whatever activity they have to do with much energy, with highly motivated, and the results will be really immense. This is not just a theory. These are things this is something that has been done. I can cite for you an example of a company based in the US called Johnson & Johnson in the New Jersey, US. They did a study, and for them actually for now they have had a wellness program that has lasted for over 40 years. They conducted studies, and actually they even won a prize for having the best excellent employee wellness program.
Okay, good. So thank you very much. And anything else that you'd want the leaders who are debating and thinking that it's very expensive to invest in their staff, with their corporate, in their wellness? I beg your pardon.
Well, this is my message to the executives and top managers, middle managers, that having a wellness program for your employees is worth it. Look, you may think that this is something very expensive. You want to look at having a session of, talking to these employees, but this actually do not create an impact. Just a session of one-off does not create an impact. But the impact would be seen if you are able to have this continuous engagement. Like, for example, I mentioned having let's say a clinic, a wellness clinic. This clinic would help us to come over, do a nutrition assessment and health assessments. Let's say we are taking a nutrition assessment, we are taking we are doing the BMI, body mass index, to rule out overweight and obesity. We are taking blood pressure, and all of this would enable us to make these employees be accountable to themselves at the end of the day.
Okay, good. Thank you very much, Dr. Ambrose Jirwa. Always a pleasure talking to you.
A pleasure is all mine, Mr. Ethan, for hosting me. Thank you.